transfer from the rib. You see, not rounded off, I'm just spinning it. So that must be a 10, and we'll use the wrench. I'm working on the sway bar link right now. Yo, if I keep losing the freaking 21. just fell right out. Our sway bar link. Would you look at that? Sorry, Rust Belt guys. Even the other side gave me more trouble than that. Wow. Wow. All right, let's get this strut out. Car parts again. Sandra Williams, hello, hello. Jose Garcia, safety first. I'm all safetied up. I got my what do you call it? Jack stands, proper place. I got my floor jack with the rubber block locked. I'm all good to go. Will, Will Smith, that's funny. Stealing some old rusty 2004 Ford parts. That'll fetch a bit of money on eBay. Will. All right, let's get this strut off. And I already did the other side. It's my dry run. Adjustable wrench to the other side. At first, I wasn't a fan of the adjustable wrench, but now I'm sold. I like these things. I did not know what the hype was about, but they grew on me. They definitely grew on me. Look at that. I don't have to worry about fetching a socket or none of that. Okay, you've got to get out of my way. Big old bowl. Wow. Wow. All right, let's get this strut out. Well, hold on. Do I want to do that? Do I want to do that? Yeah, that's fine. I forgot what order I did it last time. On the other side, I already did the other side as a dry run to see if this job was even going to be recordable or go liveable without me rage quitting. Does my sound good, folks? I know the reception might be bad. I'm literally on the water. Like literally. Trusty. 3 shock nuts at the top for the shock. Get those off, and we'll take this take the shock off. I am replacing the control arms due to a bad ball joint. The other side, the ball joint and the tie rod literally fell apart, fell in 2 pieces. The customer bought this vehicle on Marketplace, but of course he didn't do the pre-purchase inspection with me. But it seems this vehicle is not too bad off. I'm just doing suspension today. Okay, where is the plan was for lower control arms. Uh, I guess it's too hot to be streaming because it overheated. All right, now as I was saying, I see people all over YouTube just smacking the knuckle and the thing falling right out. Let's see if that's going to be the case with this. And we're in Texas, so it's not real rusty crusty. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Let's see if I can just smack this right up like we see on YouTube. Ah, it worked. Look at that. Well, would you look at that? All right, sweet. I rarely have success with that. Probably because I don't be smacking it hard enough, but I'm impressed. All right, let's get this bottom one off. I think this is a 21. The 21. I'm gonna use the big boy for this one, if it'll fit. It's not a 21. Must be something else. Let's try 22. Nope. Is it a 24? Ding, 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 ding. 24 it is. And let's see if this one will just fall right out. Now, woo, that ain't work. Wow. Okay, that did not work. That's okay. I have a couple different options. I have this guy, which works every time. Um, I have a, I have this guy, which I have never been able to use with success. This is crap. It is an Astro tool in its quality, but every time it walks off, look at those spirals. You can see where it just spins itself right off of the tail of the bolt, rendering it utterly useless. I've had no success with this tool at all. Not one successful extraction. And my other one in the arsenal is the age-old pickle fork. Now, when you use this, you will destroy the ball joint, but since I'm replacing it, I don't care if it gets destroyed or not. So let's rock with this one. Let's rock with this one. And you know, I'm not being very smart. Not being smart at all. Milwaukee, gonna need to see. All right, let's see if pickle fork will get this out. It's gonna damage. It's gonna damage the boot, but we don't care because we're replacing it. Now, obviously, if I was having to reuse this lower ball joint, then I would use the other tools in my arsenal. But this one, I'm just gonna let it rip. Woo! Works every time, baby. Nice. All right. All right. So what do I? This is gonna be very heavy. I want to take the top off first. That's what I want to do. And the top is a 21. Oh yes. Look at this. Wow. Terrible shape. All right. This thing probably weighs 80 pounds. No cap. Okay, how do I want to do this safely? Safely. Ready for this. Ah. Oh. Woo. Uh. Oh. Woo. Excuse me, y'all. That thing's heavy. All right, this ball joint's in pretty bad shape. Let's get this tie rod out. Let me catch my breath. God, dog, that thing was heavy. And putting it back on is even worse. But y'all are gonna get to see that, and you're probably gonna laugh. And a little bit of Schadenfreude, but that's okay. This is for entertainment purposes only. Now that's stuck in there pretty good. Let's use our best friend, good old heat. And y'all let me know if you if the sound is okay. I got the fan blowing on my phone so it doesn't overheat, but it's right beside the microphone. Somebody let me know if the sound is straight. Somebody let me know if the sound is straight. I don't know about this. Hmm. I don't care if the boot gets burned. But I got this brake line right here. Why is that so loud? That's ridiculous. Now I'm not heating up the stud, I'm heating up the area around it with the hopes that it will expand it and make it a little bit easier to come out. And this probably is not enough heat, but with this big propane thing, I'm concerned about this gas line. Oh, what am I doing? Silly me, I'm sitting here beating it like a caveman when I have this thing. What? Y'all watch this. I'm tripping. Ah, and I did this for the other side. What am I doing? See that heat fatigue be getting to me sometimes. I literally just did this for the other side, but I got some Himalayan salt salt water today. I heard good things about it. Keep you hydrated. I put pink Himalayan salt in the water. All right, y'all watch the magic on this. I'm sitting on there beating on it like a dang idiot, and I have this available. Watch how quick I get this off. Let me make sure y'all see how easy this is about to be. Okay, you saw me beating it like an idiot earlier. Look at this. Oh, that's if I'm going the right way first. Silly. All right, stay with me. Stay with me. Watch this. Stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me. I promise this about to blow y'all's mind. I promise. Check it. Ready? One, two, three. Oh, let's go beat it with a hammer. Jackass. Oh my god. Maybe with the hammer, you come out and you stupid. All right, let's keep going. Let's get our shock out, and let's go ahead and replace the control arm. Or actually, no, let's do this ball joint. This is a little more labor intensive, the ball joint. But I got some awesome tools for that. Stay tuned. All right, snap ring. Oh, hit it with a little bit of penetrant. And by the way, the WD-40 penetrant with the specialty bendable nose must have. I can never go back to a regular traditional sprayer now. I absolutely cannot. These cheap things. Shit. This is giving me a hard time. Oh, no, it should have. This I should not have chipped out on. I should have got a good one because this is frustrating. Oh, you know, should have got this. one snap ring plier. Maybe. Oh, this is cheap too. Okay. Usually 30% of every job I go invest back in the company and get a tool. Snap ring pliers, I hardly ever use them, but definitely will be getting the Icon snap on pliers because that made me laugh. All right, now for the fun. Let's get this ball joint out. What are you talking about? Yeah, you see, you use a hammer when you want to save the boot on that. Yeah, we ain't worried about the boot on this one. We're replacing it. Now, I will say this Astro ball joint kit is excellent. Um, Let me grease up these threads, but you can hammer this out, but I didn't have success on the other side. Bear with me, folks. And I'm just gonna use some brake caliper grease. Well, actually, I got some pretty good grease in the car, but I don't feel like it. All right, now we get to play a game of match the cup up with the proper size. To go ahead and bust this out. Now, what did I do earlier? What assortment of cups? We gotta figure out which one is gonna work. And I think I'll use that one. And I'm literally just gonna punch it out. I'm just gonna punch it right out. Let's see what size is 22. Yeah, y'all watch the magic of this Astro pneumatic ball joint kit. I think it was like maybe 100 something bucks on Amazon, but it has already paid for itself for sure. Okay, line it up. Okay. Make sure none of my surfaces are touching. This is on there pretty even. Now you can do this with manual hand tools, but man, it sucks. And it takes great strength to do. The part number for this Astro ball joint service kit, and this is the master kit. It has all the cups, all the combinations. It's got you covered. The part number is 7897, and it's on Amazon. And you can even break it up into 3 payments. But actually, I think I did like a year ago. All right, enough talk. Let's get to some action. And I'm gonna punch this ball joint right through its hole. I'm using the DCF 900. Has never let me down. Full battery. And let's go. Let's go. Let's go. See, this is why I love suspension work. It's actually fun. Engine work is cool, but suspension work, you get to use some pretty cool tools. And look at that, punched it right out of there. Punched it right out. And this ball joint is pretty beat up. Ball joint is pretty beat up. It ain't supposed to be moving this much. Okay. All right, let's get our new ball joint and let's install it. And the parts we're using today is Detroit axle. All right, and came with the new cotter pin, of course, and a Zerk fitting for grease, and then of course the ball joint. All right, and how this is gonna work. So you saw how we punched down to liberate this thing. Now to get it in, we're gonna have to punch up to bring it up the hole and get it secure. Because right now, if I try and put this in, it's not just gonna sit up where it's supposed to be. See that it stops right there, as it's supposed to. You wouldn't want to be able to just slide this in and out, because then it would fall out. All right. Now for this, I do not want to damage the boot, so I am gonna take this boot off and go ahead and install it. Now the question is, what assortment of cups should I use? What I did earlier is I just put this over the top and just put the device directly to the ball joint and just shot it up, and that worked pretty well, and it did not damage. Excuse me, did not damage the component. So I'm gonna do that on this side as well. But and probably technically some anti-seize should go there, but we're in Texas, so it's not a big deal. There's my spray. to take the boot off. This is going to get grease and stuff everywhere. But oh dang, if I can actually get it off. Bear with me, folks. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you like live stream car repairs. Much more coming. Or maybe. No wonder that other side is so hard to get back on. I guess they don't want you taking this off. Okay, there we go. Pops right off. Or it didn't just pop right off, but it came off. And you want that to be in as straight as possible. Of course, don't drop it. Don't drop it. And yes, I am gonna put more grease back in there, so don't worry. where a second person would be helpful. The only bad thing with suspension is sometimes you need more hands. Okay, now let's drive it home. And ta-da! Bingo, perfect. Let's go ahead and put our new snap ring on. And that ball joint is not going anywhere. I'm gonna put the Zerk fitting on at the end because it's kind of hard to install this knuckle back with that. I don't want to damage the Zerk fitting. Now let's see with these cheap freaking snap ring pliers. Uh, all those cheap things though. I knew I should have got the good ones yesterday. I knew it. For this exact moment right here. And where'd they go? Did I throw them in the water? Where'd they go? Okay, that wasn't too bad. I'm sitting here crying and complaining. Don't lose the snap ring. Right. What are we trying to do here? We're doing full suspension rebuild on a 2004 Ford F150. Lower ball joint, tie rod, upper control arm. We were going to do the wheel hub, but the customer got the one for 4-wheel drive, not 2-wheel drive, so we're not doing that. And it did not need to be done either way. So, all right, that snap ring is on there. This is properly installed. This is safe to go. Let's put our boot back on. But before I do that, I might as well add a little bit more grease. This may not be proper grease, but I'm just topping off what got on my hand. About that much. All right. The only bad thing about taking this boot off is it is hard to get back on. Bear with me, folks. Let me kick this stupid thing back on. I do not want to puncture or damage the boot. So just gotta be a little bit patient. But as the fatigue sets in, frustration meter goes. Like I said, a little bit of patience goes a long way. Make sure this boot is nice and sealed back up. I don't want this coming off and drying out, making the part prematurely fail. But we're good. All right, let's work on this control arm. Now let's work on this control arm here. Upper control arm. Just a couple bolts. And they are both 21, so I'm going to use a 21 wrench. No, I'm going to take this strut out first. Give me some room. This should just fall right out. Yep. Does this need to be replaced? All right, let's see what I want to do. Let's use our good old trusty gear wrench. Let's do gear wrench. Let's pair it up with a nano socket and then just a regular wrench. Let me go grab a nano socket, folks. Give me 1 second. Nope, got it right here. And actually, I'm gonna use a power tool. The DCF 503. But let's crack it loose first. Look at this ball. Look at that flex. Okay, now we are ready for our 21 wrench. All right. Let's see if the DCF 503 can keep up. Does it got the juice? Boo! Okay. There we go. Let's do the other side. Thanks for watching, folks. Appreciate it. You could be anywhere else doing anything else at this time. But you're watching me, so thank you. Not happening. Ready for wrench. And electric. Comes right out. One control arm from 2024. Right here. Look at that ball doing. Wow. Okay. Oh, my precious. Ta-da. Oh, perfect fit. I don't have to fight with the bushing. Lovely. And yes, people, before you say anything, I am going to torque it at ride height. Yes, yes, I know. I'm well aware. I'm going to torque it at ride height. That is why I still have the driver's side door off. Not door. Let me drink some water. Getting loopy there. Um, Passenger side, the driver's side tire. That's why I still have it off because I am going to torque everything at ride height, which is the proper way to torque suspension components. You got to do it at ride height. I am well aware before anybody says it. But I'm sure somebody's still going to come in here and say, oh, you need to torque it at ride height. Yes, I know. Thanks for the reminder. Just looking out for me. Thank you. Now, I am not going to use this to tighten it back up. I'm going to do it by hand because, again, I'm going to torque everything. Even though this one will be kind of hard to do, this will be kind of hard to do it because of the access. That I know. Thanks for watching, folks. Just fix it already. Suspension, suspension Saturday. snip and snip and snip and snip. Oh, whatever. You know what? I am gonna use the electric. This is stupid. Oh, that was anticlimactic. Oh, that DeWalt's got some torque. Mm, it up pretty good. Wow. Oh, I'm tripping. Long day, folks. Long day. Bear with me. Let's do. What is ride height for this? I'd say about. Should have took some markings before I did this, but I'd say about right here. Right here. Let's actually take a look at the other side. Yeah, asunder. Yeah, you got to torque it. You got to torque it under load. You got to. Now, is it the end of the world if you don't? No. Are you gonna wear out the bushings on whatever new component you just put on sooner? Yes. But is it the end of the world that you did not torque it under load? No, not at all. It just lets everyone know that you are either careless or an amateur. That's about here, about right here. Yeah, that's all I wanted. Put a little bit on it. Now I can go back in. But I guess to do this, I'm gonna need a long wrench. So this is a tight space with that shock in there. All right. Let's do this side now. Same thing. what a nice day to be doing car stuff. My work hours from on Saturdays are from like 5 a.m. to 12, so I can enjoy the rest of the day with family and whatnot. I do seem to be behind schedule. I ain't gonna be done before 12, but it be like that sometimes. Well, actually, every time. Oh yeah, wife, it'll be a 2-hour job. 5 hours later, hey, where you at? Oh, I'm almost done. 45 minutes later, hey, where you at? Oh yeah, I'm putting everything back together right now. In 15 minutes. Hey, I'm on the way. Does that sound familiar for anybody? And actually, what time is it? It's 12:05. All right. Okay, moving right along. We got our ball joint. The tie rod I am gonna replace. But do I want to do that now or after? Let's put our shock back on. Let's put our shock back on. This this should just float right in there. Watch our point line there. Oh, I love the shock that goes just right in place, so easy. Look at that, lovely. All right. Do we want to do our sway bar link now or later? Let's go ahead and do our sway bar link now. The heavy lifting is coming up soon. This is our new sway bar link. It's got Zerk fittings. They come pre-greased, and a good car owner should grease these about every 30,000 miles. They made it real easy for you. Very easy. Just put that on there like this for now. Let's go ahead and hit our mount bolts. There we go. Very good. And I will say this job is going very well. Nothing is broken. Everything is moving freely. This is a nice, fun, relaxing, enjoyable for once. And it's suspension, so it's got a pretty decent payout. That's what suspension jobs I make priority for, and then any job involving the 3.6 liter Pentastar, I'll make priority for. And And then of course brakes, little stuff like that. But those are my bread and butter. What I would consider, I'm not gonna say easy money because this is not easy work, or it's easy, but it's labor intensive. Yes, you can work smarter a little bit with proper tools, like y'all witnessed earlier with getting the old sway bar link out instead of me beating on it for 45 minutes. Use the proper tool. And I think the Himalayan salt is working. The pink salt, I don't feel all dry and jacked up. So I think that's gonna be my secret weapon for this summer to stay hydrated. I don't seem to be sweating as much. Yeah, Himalayan pink salt mixed with this bird. Okay, let's keep moving here. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. I will take a rest and a lunch break when the job is done. Oh, well. Before we do that, let's put our main bolt back in there, which this is a huge freaking bolt. It's probably the biggest bolt I have ever seen. Oh, I forgot this chair goes up and down. Oh, all right. Oh, perfect. Very good. Went right in. 30 millimeter for the strut. And we're going to hit that with the impact. And our big heavy duty 30 millimeter socket, if I can find it. If I found my adjustable wrench, but where's my 30? You know, I bought this the little shop utility cart, foldable utility cart off of TikTok. I'm still having a hard time keeping organized with my stuff. Like right now, where is the 30? Right in front of my face. Adjustable wrench. Very cool. Perfect. And yes, again, I'm gonna hit that under load. Don't even worry about it. All right, now we can do our top bolts up here. Now there's no bushing for these, so you don't have to do this one under load. There's no bushing. You only do that when there's a bushing involved. That is a misconception, thinking, oh, I gotta do the top bolts under load. Not true. Extreme struggle fest. Here we go. All right. Here we go. Eesh. All right, come on. Okay, that side went way better than the other side. Way better. All right, let's tighten it up first before we get too excited here. Come on, David. Okay, where's the 22? Oh yeah, this side went way better than the other side. that went pretty well. Let's do the tie rods now. Let's do the tie rod. And this one we're gonna have to cut off. All right. I'm gonna place it both here and out. Hmm. Look better on the other side. That, folks, is an inner tie rod. Inner tie rod. And this one is a little loosey goosey. It ain't supposed to be that much play in it. Now, to get this off, there's a couple ways. You can just hit it with some grip pliers and just spin it, of course, counterclockwise with this guy. Or you can use this guy. I had success with this specific tool on the other side. So, CV looks tweaked. Let's see. No CV axle on this one. I think you mean the tie rod, which is this guy here. And yes, it is tweaked, you can say. It is loose. way too much weight. So let's get it off. This guy, you just want it to bite into the tool. And you want the tool to bite into the shaft here. All right, let's open that. Okay. Let's see. What size is that? I think it's a 14, 15. And yes, for that lower ball joint I adjusted on, I am not going to forget the dessert fitting, of course. All right, let me tighten this in there. And what you do is you're supposed to stick an extension in there, and it'll zip it off. Okay, that's pretty firm, and you're still gonna go counterclockwise. But what I'm gonna do is I'm still gonna use the extension, but I'm just gonna hit it with the impact. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, let's see. Where's my? I'm gonna hit it with a nice strong impact so it turns counterclockwise. Okay. So all that's set up for just a quick moment in time. And yes, the customer is gonna have to get in line after this. No exceptions. He's got it in mind. And the replacement piece did come with a new boot. So just want to go back in clockwise. And this one is much firmer, not as easy to move. This is an upgrade for sure. Okay, we're good there. Now, I can use that tool to tighten it back up, or I can use these. Use these. Nice super grip. These. Make sure I put those back on there. Okay. Secure that here at the end. Ooh, this is hot. Okay, folks, moving right along. Man. What is it? But we keep it together. When you start getting tired and all that shit, that's when mistakes start getting made. But folks, this phone is about to die, but pretty much I'm gonna tighten down the sway bar leak, get this back straightened out. It's a little too bent in. Uh, Torque everything down, make sure everything is good to go, and then get the car back to the customer. Thanks for watching, folks. Suspension Saturday. Just fix it already. I'm out, folks. Take it easy.